what's up, guys? Anyways, like I said that I had something really cool to kind of tell you guys about. This is actually pretty interesting if you're, yeah, it's really going to take a peculiar interest with you if you're into, I guess, anthropology, psychology, kind of how the brain reacts to sounds and images. Even if you're not, like I am, I was still very interested by this. But basically, in the original Pokemon Red and Green versions in Japan, Lavender Town had a much different music playing. And it was kind of to coincide with that it's a ghost town and it's supposed to be creepy, and I get the idea they were going with, but with releasing this game to a bunch of children probably wasn't a good idea. And I'm going to kind of tell you about it. Basically, there's something called the Lavender Town Syndrome. And yes, this is real. This happened to kids in Japan, and probably like China. They of course fixed it as they I don't know if they did a recall or maybe it was just like beta versions that they were handing kids before they actually released it. But when they retranslated it to other nations, they changed the music because this was just a big phenomenon. So basically, the Lavender Town Syndrome, also called Lavender Town Tone or the Lavender Town Suicides, was a peak in suicides and illnesses of children between ages of 7 and 12 shortly after the release of Pokemon Red and Green in Japan back in February 27th, 1996. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after the children playing the game reached Lavender Town, whose theme music had extremely high frequencies that studies showed that only children and young teens could hear, since their ears are not fully developed. Due to the Lavender Town syndrome, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed illnesses and afflictions with it. And that's crazy, I can't contemplate that. If someone came up to me and said, hey, there was a game in Japan in the late 90s that caused many kids to commit suicide, and Pokemon wouldn't even come to my mind. I wouldn't even fathom any kind of answer to that. But yeah, it's crazy. The children who committed suicide usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not, though, acted irrationally, very irrationally, complained of severe headaches after listening to the town's theme. And that's just crazy. I'm not going to play the music because I don't want, if it is going to affect someone, I don't want to be the cause of that. Definitely just look it up. It's very creepy. It's, definitely look up the Lavender Town Syndrome if you want to read up more about it. But, anyways, it sounds different now, depending on the game. It's definitely just the original Red and Green version, I'm pretty sure. This mass hysteria was caused by the first Pokemon game release. Of course, after the incident, the programmers fixed it. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Also, in accordance to the theme, Game Freak originally, with Lavender Town, you know how there's the ghosts you encounter on the, if you don't have the Sylph Scope, sorry, thing, you know how you just kind of run into ghosts in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow? Well, in the original Red and Green, it wasn't ghosts, it was like, there was like a dead body that looked buried alive, a decaying hand, if the ghost would attack you. Pretty creepy stuff for a game meant for children between the ages, of just that really, like 5 to 13. I understand what they were doing, making Lavender Town an eerie kind of ghost inhabited place, but I don't know, this was probably beyond needed. Basically, what caused the Lavender Town tone to do this? It's a lot of people have their different theories, but it was a new kind of dominant kind of way of mixing music back then, and it's making certain audio appeal to one ear and certain audio appeal to another, if that makes sense. I can't really go in depth. I don't necessarily understand it myself. Again, look it up if you're super curious on it. But I'm just gonna go over a couple recorded cases. Like April 12th, 1996. This kid who's 11, and his name's in Japanese. I can't read that. He had obstructive sleep apnea, severe migraines, and tinnitus. That's crazy. 12, a kid age of 12, May 23rd, 1996. General irritability, insomnia, addiction to video games, nosebleeds, developed into violent streaks against others and eventually himself. And sorry, I'm not laughing. This is just, I mean, it kind of creeps me out just even reading about it. Here's one. That's really crazy. March 4th, 1996. Kid at the age of 7, migraines, sluggish and slow behavior, unresponsiveness. Over time developed into deafness, and the boy went missing. And April 20th, about a month, 15 days after this was recorded, his body was discovered beside a road. That he committed suicide. And there's just other cases like this. Look it up. I wanted to. I don't want to go into depth of the decaying hand and the dead body thing. That's not really accordance to the Lavender Town tone that I'm really focusing on here. But just look it up. Just Google Lavender Town syndrome and you'll find it. Basically, and stuff that related from this was headaches, migraines, bleeding from the eyes and ears, mood swings, irritability, addiction to the games, unprovoked violence, withdrawal, and unresponsiveness. And in approximately 67% of the cases, suicidal tendencies. That's incredible. However, these, only manifested in children between the ages of 7 and 12 who had reached the area in Lavender Town. And it's, and most of them were revealed to have been wearing headphones or earphones while playing the game to get more of a direct effect of the sound into their ears. So as it turns out, though, the developers of the Lavender Town area, their main intention was to make an area that would leave the impression on a player. They didn't intend for this to happen. They kind of, they had the great intentions of, really having fun with this and, wanting people to really remember Lavender Town, and, they accomplished that, but not in the right way. And this is according to Seki Uchitada. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, who was a member of the development team of that time. There was a number of people of the development team that were interested in making Lavender Town kind of just like reach out at you, but they did it. Sorry. Basically, yeah, and then you have the Buried Alive sprite and the Decaying Hand sprite. It's just creepy overall. I'll show a picture of them, but just, I'm not going to show the audio. And, everything here is from official findings. If you don't really believe it, you can definitely look it up yourself, look up the music. It's definitely, I'm going to go ahead and give you a warning. If you're kind of young, maybe you might not want to, or maybe just, when you start to feel eerie or something, just kind of shut it off. I listened to the whole thing through, and it just gave me goosebumps listening to it by myself. But not all of the Lavender Town syndrome was equated to the sound itself. That's around 70%. The other is due to the visuals of the hand sprite and the decaying body. The white hand sprite would basically come up when the ghost would try and attack you if you didn't have the sylph scope. And of course, when you first go to Lavender Town, you're going to explore that giant building and you're going to run into these ghosts. So really, it's not like it was avoidable. Curiosity really puts you up there. And and then there's there's the buried alive model, which in short, it was when you're on the third floor. They replaced it with the Marowak ghost later. So for those of us that know that, if you have this ghost go, the ghost turns into Marowak. But before, it was this model of a buried alive looking creature, and you know, you would go through some dialogue with it at first. The battle would be initiated. Once in battle view, the buried alive model appears to be a decaying human corpse attempting to crawl out of the ground, and it was programmed to have 2 white hands, which were Gengars and which look like a Gengar and a Muck. I guess after it was defeated or some sort, but that wasn't really programmed into the game. So yeah, pretty creepy. I'm not, that's pretty much the basis of it. Again, I'll put some links in the description. And definitely just look up the tone yourself if you're interested. It's pretty crazy, but, with that said, let's get on to the Let's Play. Alright guys, welcome back. It has been a while, and I apologize. And actually, if you're watching this, you kind of watched my intro on kind of the cool stuff about Lavender Town. Yeah, or the music thing. Right now I'm recording this audio before I do it, so I'm hoping I put it at the beginning, and I hope that I covered everything about it. So if I did, thank you for watching it, and definitely, I thought it was pretty cool when I first heard about it, about the original track behind Lavender Town, and people getting like depressed because of it, and it was causing like psychiatric problems for people. It's pretty crazy. But let's get back into this. Now, I think this is kind of weird. This this girl you talked to her, you say, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And you're like, "Yeah, really." So there are believers. But if you say no, she'll say, "Ha, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder is not real." So it's kind of weird. So basically, right here, this is known as the gravest Pokemon. I guess at some point Pokemon do die. Yeah, and it's kind of funny. They never really make that clear at all. Throughout kind of the Pokemon series and games, there's always these places where there's these graveyard places, and but they never go in depth of how Pokemon actually die. It's weird. I don't know. It's like a topic they mutually avoid. But anyways, right here, this is the basically the cemetery, the Pokemon Tower. Not Mount Fuji. Mr. Fuji was supposed to be in that house. There's actually something involving him that we'll get to much later. And actually, I don't know what I want to. Let's try this. Actually, Asshat is up here, and we can fight him right here. So here we go. Hey Dwayner, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal. So I don't know why he's just kind of creeping up here in the Pokemon Tower. Maybe he's practicing necromancy. I don't know. I don't tend to get into that. And he sends out a Pharaoh level 25, and that's definitely not what I anticipated. Okay, well I guess we're gonna send out a Anubis. I mean, why the heck not? Would be nice if we still had Creamy. So he's gonna use Fury Attack. Wow, that was a critical hit. Didn't like that. But it's okay. Now we're gonna try Body Slam. Maybe send some paralysis your way. It's not gonna work. Well, Body Slam's gonna knock you out anyways. That's good. Shirley maybe grow level. Nice. Okay. Cool. So he's about to send out Shelder, and I will definitely switch to Shirley. Man, Shelders are cool. Cloisters are cool. Anyways, Sleep Powder. Yeah, there's no correlation to that. I just wanted to get my. Oh my god. Getting ahead of myself. It's been a while. I've been uploading a little bit. Been kind of busy with school amongst other things. But I'm ready to get back into this. I'm ready to really do good with this. Now, okay, we defeated Shelter. That was pretty easy. Now I think he has a Growlithe. No, Vulpix. Okay. Growlithe is like red, blue, green, fire red, leaf green. But he's gonna send out a Vulpix, and let's send out Odie. let's, our Thug Trio. I wish we could get some better moves going. And we will. It's nothing to worry about. But yeah, we got our Thug Trio just thugging it up. And Sandshrew, you know what? Let's go. Let's see what you got. Nothing, probably. I mean, Thug Trio, Odie's just got some beast attack. Did he use that potion after I attack? Don't items have priority? That's what I thought. That was weird. And Sandshrew knows Slash. That's crazy. I didn't think Sandshrew learned Slash that early. Anyways, we got an Eevee, and let's just stay in. Why not? Quick attack. Not really scared of that. And this should one-hit KO, I'm thinking. Yup. I mean, I don't even think I needed a critical hit. But, let's just spray some lemon juice over his wounds. Why the hell not? Alright, so he took it easy on me. I guess that's why I won. He asked me about my Pokedex, and he's saying he caught a Cubone, and there's a grown-up Marowak here. That's actually something we have to attend to later. See, although we can come in here and face him, we really can't do anything with this place yet until we have the Silphco item. So, yeah. Reason being is because there's just a lot of ghosts in this place, and they don't reveal themselves as Pokemon until I have this Majestical item. So, we're going to come back here. I guess these people are just mourning. I don't know. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. It's just, I just can't get over that fact that they never really go into any, just, they just don't talk about how Pokemon die. I don't know, it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of, it's kind of questionable. You're just kind of like, it's kind of weird. But, let's see what we got. We don't need escape ropes, super repel. I'll buy like 4 of those. I don't want to blow a lot of my money because I would like to check out the Celadon game store. Now let's check out these other houses. This guy, is this guy the move deleter or name raider? He'll change the nickname of your Pokemon unless you got it in a trade. Pokemon received in a trade, to keep their uniqueness, you can never change their names. So, yeah. So, I guess, yeah, the Mother Cubone, the Marowak, will actually, there will be more emphasis on that later, so don't worry about that. Put Shirley out in front, yeah, we should. We probably should. Okay, so, starting off on our wave of trainers, right off the bat, we have a Lass with a Clefairy. Oh, excuse me. Gosh. Had this wonderful pizza earlier. It was like, there's this place, I live in Georgia, in America, and, specifically like New York. Wow. Okay, seriously, if it's called Double Slap, shouldn't it just hit me twice? I mean, that's always pissed me off. I hated that. It's like, well, then call it like Multi-Slap or something. No, you don't call it Double Slap. I always hated that. That was one of my, like, I hate this move. But anyways, New York, their pizza is like famous for being like these just giant ass thin triangular slices. There's this place in Georgia called Johnny's New York Style Pizza, and oh, it's so delish. And I had some of it, some leftovers. Pretty choice, if I would have to say. Yeah. So this guy is a rambling, gambling man. I thought of the song Ramblin' Man from the Allman Brothers just then. Let's send back out Odie. Defense fell. I don't really care about that, to be honest. Because you're about to die. Okay. And Vulpix will stay in. Dig again. And Mama said knock you out. Okay. Now right here, this is its own route. And I think this is like the only grass area for this route. So we'll definitely check that out in a minute. Here we go. Grimer. But we have Shirley. I really wish Shirley would learn like a better psychic move. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, never mind. Thought I was gonna take out my only attacking move. I was not gonna be okay with that. And Muck, this might take a little bit. Yeah. Oh, Muck's confused, but that's good. Alright, well, it's definitely choice. That's hella awesome. Get hit again. Nice. Alright, that was actually sweet. And I'll get a good bunch of experience because of that deaths. And another Grimer. Well, why not? You've seen one, you've seen them all. Literally. And rockets are going to have just a shitload of them. It's going to be so obnoxious. That's okay. So a row of trainers there. And they really all... Yeah, they have like... just waves of Pokemon. And it's like, okay, really? Like Rattata. We're gonna send out Curdy, I guess. We're gonna Ember you. That didn't kill you. I wish it did. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Nidoran female. Send out Shirley again. One hit KO. Should. You know, I just hate that. I would... Oh, dang it. I wanted to switch out. Anyways, I just hate that. I'd much rather have, like, you know, 2 or 3, like, decently level Pokemon, like facing 5 or 6 underleveled. You know, it's just like, I mean, I'm sure the experience probably adds up, but it's just obnoxious. Point and click, point and click. Alright, oh, is there an item here? No, okay. So we're gonna get always high to cut this, and let's see what we got going on in here. Surprised. Where are the wild Pokemon? I have been running in this grass for quite a few seconds. Oh, Pidgeotto, what? Definitely catching this. Why would we not? Heck yeah. That was awesome. Not complaining. I think Anubis would probs be the best bet here. Quick attack. That's cool. Whoa, buddy. Okay. Let's chill out a little bit. Let's see. I don't really want. I don't want to switch to Shirley if it's gonna use like if it's gonna use, you know, some yeah, like Gust or something. Just kind of flipping my shit over that. I'm not gonna use a Pokeball. I'm gonna use a Great Ball. Hopefully that catches. I would hope so. There we go. So we got Pidgeotto. That's pretty choice. And you know what? Your Pokedex data will be added for Pidgeotto. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It consistently flies around its large territory in search of prey. Well, if I would have to guess who this should be, I would probably name this Pidgeotto Cedric. I think that's a good name for a Pidgeotto. Soon to be Pidgeot, of course, if it doesn't die. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of chill back towards the pokes, the center of the pokes. We're gonna jump around here, skip around, and yeah, okay, cool. So who are we gonna get rid of? Well, sorry, Bomb 2 Chest, but we're gonna get rid of you. Because you really don't do anything, you just provide comedic relief, but hey, that's cool too. So you're basically presumed as dead, sorry. And we're gonna withdraw Cedric. Great. So, sorry I had to kill off another person. I mean, it's kind of, you know, if you think about it, it's kind of like Lost. Oh, that's right, in first gen, yeah, the PC doesn't heal Pokemon, I forgot all about that. I don't think did it do that in second gen too? I don't know if it did. Well, let's definitely put Cedric up there. Okay, you know what? I just like to have my priorities. Yeah, I like to have my priorities straight, you know. I'm a radical, but also conservative and progressive teenager in my time. So, thinking, do I have a TM I could teach Cedric right off the bat? I don't know if I do. We're gonna move quick attack right there. Alright, so we're gonna gust it up a little bit. Nah, that didn't really do much. Okay, well, we're gonna quick attack you. Great. You have another Meowth. We're gonna switch out to Odie, why not? Dig, knock you out. Meowth. We're gonna switch back to Cedric. Get in there, Cedric. Attaboy. Dang it. Wow, that did a lot of damage. God, go kill yourself. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Shirley, you can get in there. Oh, coin scattered everywhere. I'm gonna get some extra Skrilla. Hell yeah. Pick up the pieces, baby. Shirley's level 27. That's beauts. Meow. And we got some extra cash from my pockets. Alright, Cedric, heal up. Because we're not stopping. So this nerd's probably like an AB student, I would have to guess. This is not a coughing. Aw, 420, not really. And, you know, we'll just keep gusting it up, I guess. Dang it. Why? Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool at all, man. Alright. Stop. Yeah, you should stay with school. Okay, well, Smog, unfortunately, did some good damage, but luckily we have... Oh my gosh, we don't have... Well, whatever. I like Nidoran, so I collect them, that's cool. So let me guess, you have a Nidoran? I mean, like, some of these chats are just like, hey, I didn't need to know that. Keep that to yourself, please. So we're just gonna... speed through this boring battle. Nidorina, on the other hand, I am definitely going to stay in, or switch out and confuse the shit out of it. So that's cool, you're gonna tackle me. Sweet. Unfortunately, we do not have any antidotes, and my lazy asses really not feel like walking back there. So now we're gonna play a game of Yahtzee instead of Pokemon battling. Yeah, I had you all fooled. No, just kidding. And gosh, I wish Gust is Gust not flying? No, it's normal. Why is it normal? That's not. This Poliwag is really grinding my gears. Alright, let's just take these things out. Okay, there we go. That could have been bad. I could use like Volvo Beam and took out a lot of my health. But luckily it did not. And gonna heal you up again. And we have another trainer battle. Now, how's my Kim? What is this? Wait, is that Aaron Paul? Jesse Pinkman? Wow. It's not a matchup I prefer, but this next one is. Okay, that building I walked by before I faced the gambler guy, that's another entrance in the Saffron City, but of course we can't get into there yet as we have to get something from Celadon City to be able to progress into there, so yeah. And Cedric is 25, that's wonderful. Coughing, stay in. Yeah, there's no abilities, so it doesn't have Levitate. I'll definitely stay in for that as well. And Magnemite, why not? We'll just take them all out. Alright, great. Great, Odie, great. You're really pulling through for me, bud. So yeah. nothing going on there, so what we gotta do is basically go back in here. And there's another item on the floor in here, but I don't care to look for it. And let me see how Shirley's do. Okay, we're good. We are better than good. We're great. Yeah, it's the other spot where Snorlax is. Okay, and actually here's a new route right here that we can catch a Pokemon, so why not? Let's do it. Hopefully I can find one soon. And an Abra, oh man, that would be so choice. But this thing's gonna freaking teleport. I already know. I just already know, yep, well. Oh well. It's not that great anyways because I have 11. Can I make it 1? Make it, make it, make it, make it. Yes! Okay. So, we're basically in Celadon City now. There's rockets everywhere. For right now, it's kind of, rockets are kind of making it their domain. But yeah, you know, Abra would have been cool. I definitely would have opted to get that in Celadon. Or I would have tried to, but evolves into Kadabra, which is great, but once you get in the real later games where you want to evolve in an Alakazam, I can't because I'm playing this on an emulator and I'm not going to cheat to get it, so that's unfortunate. But definitely, guys, stick around next time as we will check out some things in Celadon, you know, definitely stuff to go for.